Hello and good evening, amazing nation. It is Giving Tuesday. We're wrapping up the day for at least us here over in the East Coast area, which is 7 p.m. I'm so grateful again just for how amazing this day has been. I've been encouraged by all the people who have hopped on the live streams, who have picked up phone calls, have donated already today. We are already at our 18% goal. So we're making headway, and so this is a great chance, a great opportunity. And right now we are heading towards our power hour. This is where the real movement can really happen, because actually right now we have some donors that were able to come in, and now we have everything to be double matched. So every 111, that's 222, and so that's why we're able to ask for that. And so it's even more. I just heard it's 333, so it's double match. So it's even more than what I was just saying. So this is a great opportunity for you to donate. Every single donation you're making, that is double match. So every 111, that is 333. And yeah, so that's kind of what we're doing, is we're asking for $111, because that is one mission, one heart, and one God. And this is a great opportunity for you to join us on this mission. And what is this mission? This mission is the amazing nation. And we are here to raise up courageous and authentic leaders to be a living witness for Jesus Christ. What do? Is we facilitate dynamic events to serve communities, churches, schools, and sports teams. And how we do this is we lead through courage, authenticity, and obedience, which is from 2 Timothy 1:7. And those are our evangelical virtues, which is we did not receive a spirit of cowardice, but rather of power, love, and self-control. And these virtues are what propel us forward in order to make that difference. And why we need support? It's actually very simple. Is because we can't do this alone. It's a tall task to be going out there and making a world where no one suffers alone. It's not easy. It's something that's, it's difficult, but with your guys' support, we are able to make that difference. We are able to make that impact. This past month, we were actually in the New York City and New Jersey City area, just encouraging people, going to schools, churches, the communities, even the grocery store, and just to encourage people and to build them up and to give them an opportunity to have an encounter with Christ. And the only reason they were able to have that, we were able to be there for them, was because of donors like you, because of all the people who have come to help support this mission, to help push us forward. Because a donor is a co-laborer in the vineyard, right? Because when we go and encourage that kid, that's actually you going and encouraging that kid. When that dad has that moment where he is filled with hope, that was because you were able to fill him with hope. When that mom finally sees that she really is able to have that purpose and understand that she's amazing, that was because you told her that she was amazing. This is why donors are so important, and this is why we are doing these lives and why we're doing these phone calls all day. Today is Giving Tuesday, the national holiday for nonprofits all around the world. And this is a huge moment. If you're able to go now and donate, you can go to amazingnation.org/make a donation. Also in the link in the description on YouTube and Facebook, there is the donate link. So you can just click that and hop right over. If you can donate that 111, that is actually double match, and it is 333. So this evening, the guest I have on, I'm really excited to call her on. So this is Karen Pullano. She is our finance administrator. Or finance manager, sorry. So she's one of our admin, and she is, I don't know, just a person of absolute joy is the best way I can put her. So she's had suffering in her life, but the joy outnumbers it. It seems like you wouldn't even know that she was having struggles, because she's bringing so much joy wherever she goes. So she came into the mission, I can't remember how many years ago it was now, but she'll be able to share with you guys. But she has been walking alongside us, helping us all out, and just being an absolute encouragement. And yeah, actually 2 of her kids are missionaries now, which is phenomenal. So she has 8 kids that are running around making a difference in the world, and that's a beautiful gift. And so I'm really grateful to be able to have Karen come on to make that difference and share with you her perspective of what encouragement is and what this ministry has really done for her life and for the lives of all those around her. So I'm going to call on Karen, and she's going to come to share her story.
Hey, Amazing Nation. This is Karen here. As Justin said, I'm in the finance office. I work on finance and development and grants and fun, exciting things. And it's just a great honor. It's a great privilege. I've been here about 8 years now. I joined the team in early 2018, and I've been amazed. I've been amazed to have a firsthand look and witness for myself how the charism of this ministry changes lives and impacts hearts and impacts souls. And it's just been a great joy to be part of it. It's been an honor. And it's always such a gift to be able to share what we do with others, especially for those who are suffering, that I know that, we can be a presence and we can bring our charism to help others in need. So it's been a great blessing for the last 8 years to witness firsthand what we do for others. But I can speak personally as well to what that has done in my own family, because before I joined the team, my family walked through great suffering. We have now 8 kids, 8 living, but we had 10 children, and our oldest son, Michael, when he was 4 years old, was diagnosed with a brain tumor and was sick, battling that with chemo and radiation and hospital visits and all kinds of not fun things. And he died about 9 months after he was diagnosed. So, that was a time of great suffering for our family. And my kids suffered a lot. It was a time also, though, that the Lord really showed me who he is. Brought me back to my faith. I had my own conversion back to my faith. Really, I grew in relationship with Christ, and I really came to see and believe and understand that in our greatest suffering, we are united with him, because he's on the cross, and when we're on the cross, we're in good company. And that filled my heart with so much joy. It did. Not happiness. It did not fill my heart with happiness. I cried a lot. The days were not always happy, but my heart was filled with joy because I knew the truth and I possessed the pearl of great price, right? When you realize that your suffering hurts so much that you can't bear it, but you have the one who can bear it with you, then you have all. And so that was an incredible grace and mercy and gift, and something I'm so grateful for in my life. But my kids suffered a lot. And just because I had that didn't mean I necessarily knew how to help them, how to walk with them well in their suffering. And then about 5 years after our little Michael passed away, our oldest daughter, Anna, was in a car accident when she was 18, and she was killed. And that was, again, in a whole new way, a brand new suffering for my kids in all different ways. So, for me, again, it was like God had been preparing me. He'd been preparing me to put my money where my mouth is and say, yes, Lord, even if I lose everything and I have you, I still have everything. And still my heart possessed that great joy, even as I watched my kids hurting and suffering more and more. But our God is a God of victory, and that is the story that he wants to write in each one of us, for each one of us, and he's doing that for my kids. And he brought me to this mission shortly after Anna died. Well, probably about 5 years after Anna died. And the missionaries started just kind of hanging around, and I got to experience, without really knowing or understanding the charism. It's tough. People still say to me, like, what is hard as nails? And we can say a lot of things about it, but until you have eyes to see and ears to hear and can really experience what that charism can do, it's very, very simple. It's very simple. It's not always easy, but it's simple to look someone in the eye in their suffering and to not be afraid of it, and to walk with someone and what they're going through. But not only that, to help them understand where their victory is, because there's victory in all of it. God, that's God's plan. He wants victory in our suffering. So the missionaries started hanging around my kids, and my eyes were open to the fact that, I'm a great mom. My husband and I are great parents, and we live our faith, and we love our faith, and we love the Lord, but that doesn't mean we were really good at helping our kids in their suffering. It didn't mean we knew how to be, to do for them what this charism and this mission can do for others. And so I'm endlessly in awe and amazed by how powerful it is. And now I know how to do it a lot more, but these young people that come in every year, they say yes, they give up their lives in a lot of ways and agree to struggle through and suffer through. They're on the road, they're traveling, sleeping on couches and floors, and sometimes maybe even in cars. I don't know. they're on the move, on the go, to be able to be there, to be able to show up, to be able to say yes, and to be able to help other kids who are themselves, in the struggle, in the suffering, and haven't yet seen the victory for themselves. And sometimes, even though I know there's like 1,000 moms like me and moms and dads out there like me that are going to listen to this, and I just want to encourage you that you are great parents. You are living your faith, and you are doing an amazing job. But sometimes you just need somebody who can say what you say in a different way, who can look at your kids in a different way. If your kids are suffering and struggling, it's not because you're not great. It's because, there's a lot of reasons. My kids, struggled with their grief and their sadness. In a lot of ways, that was too big for them to handle. It was too big for them to handle in a healthy and normal way. Well, I guess it is normal way. Sad to say, but so anyway, as Justin mentioned, 2 of my kids this year became missionaries. Like, if you want to talk about writing a great victory story, who could have ever seen that coming? If you told me 8 years ago when I joined that 2 of my kids who were bogged down, now that they're missionaries, they share their story. So I can be a little freer to share their story, but they were bogged down in making poor choices, in addictions, in suffering, wanting to end their life. This was real big and heavy stuff. And I used to cry out to God all the time. Like, I love my kids. What did I do wrong? How could I help them more? But God had victory in mind. He knew those plans that he had in mind for them. And now they are here, and they travel around, they share their stories, and help a lot of other kids. They've had incredible healing. They've fought for it. They've worked hard for their healing, but they're really making a big difference. So it's just an incredible gift. Are they here? Where are my kids? Missionaries. The mission team is here. But they are, here's one. Here's Nicole. This is her first year on mission team staff. She's been running around the country talking to kids. If you're a kid that met her on mission, you know what I'm talking about. Oh, here comes another one. So I just want to encourage you that no matter what your kids are going through, no matter what they're suffering, we are here to help. Here's Andrew. This is his first year as a missionary. Hey, Andrew. He's also on a couple different teams, sports outreach and the mission team. So impacting kids. Proud of you guys, because there's a lot of suffering kids who need you, right? And you've seen that in the short time that you've been here, and being able to talk to young people and adults, not just young people. Adults are suffering too. We're all suffering. So anyway, it's a great gift to see this victory. Like, if God can do this, my heart breaks and weeps when I hear what they share. Like, it's hard. Suffering is hard, and it's painful, and it's scary, but they're not afraid, and you can't scandalize them. And so if you're one of those moms like me who has kids who are suffering and you need help, we're here to help. Reach out. We're here to help. We have missionaries on standby at any point. Literally, they're up half the night. They don't sleep, right? Anyway, I just want to share my why for why you should give. When we were coming up with our campaign this year, this 111 bye, you're free. Felt kind of near and dear to my heart because, this mission is about the one. This is about the person. This is about one person at a time, one kid at a time, one suffering soul at a time, and making a difference. But the reality is we also need your $1. We also need the dollar. Every dollar matters. Every dollar counts. And so this campaign of one, everyone matters, just made a lot of sense to me. And I hope it makes a lot of sense to you, because we really need you. We really need your help. We need you to be on mission with us. And if that's a way you can be on mission with us and you can give us a lot of ones, we will be extremely grateful. We need God to do something really big. So thank you for all of you who stand with us and support us all the time and in many ways. And we're so grateful for you, but you're the reason we're here. And I can tell you firsthand, personal knowledge from the finance office, that your dollar is stretched as far as we can possibly stretch it. We make magic happen. Actually, God makes amazing things happen. So, like Justin said, your donations for our last hour, we're heading into our last hour of our campaign here, and we have a double match. So now is the time. You are the one. Thank you. Thank you. And we're so grateful.
Hello, everybody. Well, thank you to Karen just for sharing her story. That is just one of the many reasons why this mission and what we're doing is just another reason and proof that it's real. Like, this is the reality of the situation. This is the truth, that there is great suffering, but amidst all of that suffering, there is great joy, there is great purpose, and there is great hope. My favorite thing I was ever told was the fact that when Jesus died on the cross and he rose from the dead, the only thing that he kept were his wounds. He kept his wounds. And the reason why is because his wounds are the one thing that we can truly relate to and go to and be, and we can unite with him in it, because we're wounded healers. That's what we're called to be. Just like how Jesus was a wounded healer, we too can be that wounded healer. And so that's why this final invitation, if you can donate, just go to amazingnation.org/make-a-donation. And you can make that donation to really make an impact. Just like how Karen and her children are making an impact to the world, you too can make that impact. You too can make a difference in the lives of all those around you. So thank you, everybody, for being a part of this mission. Continue to change the world. Stay encouraged, and remember, you're amazing.